Hey yo, I'm the MMA loser and I'm back with another video. Today, I want to talk about this short notice fight between Bryce Mitchell, Thug Nasty, and Josh Emmett. Now, my man Josh Emmett was supposed to fight against Giga Chikadze, and now he's fighting against Bryce Mitchell. Completely 180-degree switch up of opponents. Giga, who's a really good kickboxer, a really good striker. Now he's fighting against Bryce Mitchell, whose specialty is his grappling. Now Josh Emmett apparently is a wrestler, but I've never really seen him wrestle. That's my thing. I've never seen Josh Emmett wrestle. I mean, call me a casual, but I've never really seen Josh Emmett wrestle. So that's my problem. Josh Emmett is a striker. I think he's definitely a better striker than Bryce Mitchell, but Josh Emmett isn't really the top of the food chain when it comes to the featherweight division. He has fought for the interim championship, but he lost. And he's on a two-fight losing streak. He lost against Ilia Topuria, and he also lost against Yair Rodriguez. He got submitted by Yair Rodriguez. Look, if he can get submitted by Yair, then there is a good chance that Bryce can also submit him. But Bryce does not have the ability to throw kicks and punches like Yair. But Bryce can probably take him down for 3 rounds and just defeat him by controlling the position and controlling the fight on the ground. I think that is how Bryce can defeat Josh Emmett. For Josh Emmett, he definitely still has that power. He is one of the best power punchers in the featherweight division. He has a good number of, he has good power. But then again, my problem with Josh Emmett is I haven't really seen him knock people out that cold. He knocked out Mirsad Bektik and Michael Johnson, who both of them are not exactly the top of the food chain fighters. Michael Johnson in 2019 and Mirsad Bektik in 2019. Since 2020, he has not finished anybody. He won a decision against Shane Burgos and Dan Ige. Good fighters, but not exactly the best. He defeated Calvin Kattar, but that was a really, really controversial fight. He won by split decision. A lot of the people who watched that fight live said that Calvin Kattar won that fight. Then, of course, he lost against Yair and lost against Topuria. I mean, the Topuria fight, Josh Emmett did not win a single round in that fight, apparently, if I'm not mistaken. I did watch that fight. Yeah, it was a late night fight. I remember watching it really late at night. Or I can be wrong. But he lost that fight. I remember that he lost that fight fair and square. Ilia Topuria broke his face, and Emmett was tired, but Emmett did well. I thought Ilia was going to finish him, but Ilia could not finish him. But Ilia did finish Bryce Mitchell. So they both lost to Ilia Topuria, but Bryce lost in a really worse manner. Like Bryce got finished in the second round by a submission. So you see, both of them, they're not really that great of a fighter. But the advantage for Bryce Mitchell will be his age, his youth. He is 29 years old, I believe. So he's 29 and Josh Emmett is at 38. He's definitely not going to become the champion at this age. Bryce Mitchell is also a really, really long shot for him to become a champion. But still, he has a chance because he's young. He has 2 to 3 years of his athletic prime. But Josh Emmett is 38. Still, he's doing well. He last fought in June of this year, June 2024. And I think Mitchell fought in September. So this will be a good fight. Overall, this should be a good fight. My money is going to be on Bryce Mitchell to win this fight by unanimous decision by holding on to Josh Emmett for 3 rounds. That is how I see Bryce Mitchell winning. I don't see Bryce Mitchell getting into a striking battle with Josh Emmett. If he tries to strike with Josh Emmett, I see Josh Emmett winning. Josh might even finish him if Bryce Mitchell tries to strike with him. And knowing Bryce, his striking is really bad too. That's my problem. So I don't know. I'm not going to pick a winner for this one. I don't think I can pick the winner for this one. This is a short notice fight. So Bryce, again, he's young, so he can take a couple of risks. For Emmett, look, Emmett is definitely not going to get any title shot after this. He's 38 at featherweight. This might just be his last fight in the UFC. Who knows? If he keeps losing, the UFC might throw him out. But I don't know what to talk much about this fight. Bryce Mitchell versus Josh Emmett. My prediction is going to be maybe Bryce by unanimous decision for 3 rounds, or Josh Emmett probably finishes him in the first round by a knockout. Yeah, this just pick whatever you want. I don't know how to predict for this fight. I'm excited for this fight. I mean, do not be fooled by the way I'm speaking of them. I just don't know how to predict this one. It's kind of an absurd, weird fight, but I'm definitely excited. This should be a good fight. They both are game. They both are up for a good fight. They both really show up in their fight. I mean, Josh Emmett in his last fight, he did do well, and Bryce Mitchell as well in his last fight did do well. I hope Bryce. I mean, look, Bryce might carry the power of the Lord with him. He might carry the book with him, and it will be really funny if Bryce Mitchell carries the holy book, the Bible, with him, and Ian Gary just carries his wife's book with him. That would be funny, right? That might just be the funniest stuff. Ian Gary can just do something super crazy and get, like, he can become the clown, he can become the jester, he can just become the funny guy somehow. He can start taking the jokes on him, but I do not see him doing that. See, Ian Gary probably, look, everybody's talking about Ian Gary. I'm talking about Ian Gary in this fight. But coming back to this fight, the featherweight division is moving. Alexander Volkanovski is going to fight Ilia Topuria early next year, probably February if I'm not wrong. And what about Max Holloway? Max Holloway is sitting at number one. He hasn't lost to anybody except for Volkanovski in probably the last 5 years, 10 years. I don't remember exactly. The last time that Max Holloway lost in featherweight was, apart from Volkanovski, was probably back with Dustin Poirier or maybe Conor McGregor. Ever since then, he has been on a crazy win streak. He did lose to Dustin again but that was in lightweight. So it's really weird that, man, Max Holloway just fought against Korean Zombie. Zombie retired. I mean, who's going to fight Max next? Yair is fighting against Ortega. Arnold Allen has already been defeated by Max Holloway. Topuria is going to fight for the belt. Who's going to fight against Holloway? Is Movsar Evloev going to fight against him? I don't know. Evloev is ranked number 9. Look, I'm going to tell you, Evloev is much better fighter than Giga Chikadze. Look, Topuria will definitely give him really bad problems. Chikadze, I think Evloev beats Chikadze. Evloev probably beats Ortega. I don't know about Arnold Allen, and look, Evloev might beat Josh Emmett as well, but because Evloev is a better wrestler than Emmett. Evloev also has better hands than Bryce Mitchell. And there is one guy that is not a part of the rankings, but I think he's a good fighter in featherweight division. That is Diego Sanchez. Not Diego Sanchez. Is his name Diego Sanchez? No, Diego Lopez. Wow, I just say Diego Sanchez. Dude, what is happening with me? Diego Lopez, yeah. Who is also the coach of Alexa Grasso. He's the jiu-jitsu coach of Alexa Grasso. So he's a really good fighter in featherweight. He's a fighter that everyone should look out for. He might come and destroy a lot of them. His debut, he fought against Evloev in like a 3-day notice, 4-day notice. Really late, like a late notice fight, really short notice fight, and he came back and he showed up and he fought. And since then, he's probably been on a 2 or 3 fight win streak. I think he's on a 2 fight win streak, and he defeated a wrestler dude from Philadelphia or something. I don't remember, from Philly. So I don't exactly remember. But Lopez is on a good win streak. He's really popular. I think he has fought 3 times in the 3 or 4 times this year. Sodiq Yusuf just lost to Edson Barboza. Barboza is still lingering in the featherweight division in the top 10. I mean, he's 11, but I think Barboza might defeat a couple of fighters in the top 10. He might defeat someone like Emmett or somebody. I don't know. Chikadze defeated him, but Chikadze had a tough fight against Caceres. And Chikadze got injured again. He was already out for like 2 years or something. Then he came back and he also lost to he won against Caceres, but that was a good fight, right? I mean, Caceres gave him a good fight. Then Ige is still there. I mean, Ige is still there. Ige probably lost to someone or won against someone. I don't remember exactly, but it is what it is, man. The featherweight division is quite exciting. But I don't know what Max Holloway is going to do next. He will lose to Volkanovski, but if Ilia Topuria defeats Volkanovski, which I think which is going to be a rough day, which is going to be an unpopular opinion, but I think Hideo Korea defeats Alexander Volkanovski because I think he defeats Volkanovski in some way. Then it'll be interesting to see Ilya versus Holloway because if Volkanovski wins again, then I think Holloway will probably lose against Volkanovski one more time. That just makes it boring. Ortega and Rodriguez are fighting once again. I don't know what's up with Qatar. He got really badly injured. I think Arnold Allen is going to fight him probably. I don't know. Oh no, I mean Arnold Allen is going to fight against Evloev. So yeah, the featherweight division is moving. As far as this fight is concerned between Josh Emmett and Bryce Thug Nasty Mitchell, I think I don't know. I think Bryce Mitchell somehow manages to get a win by a 3 round snooze fest just by holding on to Josh Emmett on the ground, like Jailton Almeida style of fighting, Curtis Blaze style of fighting. Somehow just yeah, like whatever he's doing in this video, he might try to do that and just somehow wins this fight. That is my that is what I'm hoping for. There is no surety about this fight. This is not a fight that I want to like predict. But overall, this should be a good fight. This is going to be the main event of the prelims. So it is what it is, guys. It is what it is. And before I end the video, please subscribe to my channel. I've got very few subscribers. And if you enjoyed the video, drop a like, share this video, and yeah, peace out.